Yeah, it's a full-time job with no benefits. Too many ego, too many fits. Count money with a side of stress.
Hey, what up, y'all? It's your boy Still Khalil back with another video. Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Still Khalil, by the way. I am a singer-songwriter, executive producer from Nashville, Tennessee, born and raised. Yeah, I mean, I'm a father of two, and I'm a great person, bro. Every time somebody say they're a great person, they usually an asshole full of shit. But like, I like to think I'm a good judge of character, so I think I'm a good person. So I mean, I don't never really say this out loud, but I just like to tell people just now, since I'm talking to people a lot more. I wasn't really talking before. I was like the silent nigga in the back of the room that was like breaking shit on his forehead, making all A's and shit. Niggas, busting the curb all the time. Niggas get mad because they failed because I made 105. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm no longer that nigga. I am out of school, and the real world is not cool. You need friends here in the real world, and I don't have none of those things. I got a couple of brothers and like people that I really fuck with in my life. They know who they are, but I don't really have no people that's like friends that's like outside of my family, outside of people that's like been locked in with me forever. So like, yes, I'm taking applications for new friends and fuck buddies as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm with all that. You know what I mean? Anyway, shout out to all the millionaires. I appreciate y'all. If y'all know what I'm talking about, it's what I call my friends and the twins. It's locked in, baby. This is a reaction channel, by the way. I want to let y'all know that I react to things that I find funny on the internet, and you guys might find it funny as well. My commentary sometimes is comedic. I like to think I'm a pretty funny dude. I don't like to call myself a comedian, simply because I value comedians for what they do. You know what I mean? Niggas that can get on this bitch and make a motherfucker laugh all the time, even when they're going through something, that's not me. I can make y'all laugh when I'm in good spirits, but when I am going through something, I'm going through it. And my jokes might not be funny to you. They'll be funny to me to get me out of the shit, but they might be like, what the fuck this nigga laughing about? You need to leave, like type shit. You know what I mean? So without further ado, let's get to this video. What it look like TV. That's my nigga, man. Shout out to him, bro. Let's react to this video. I'm pretty sure you don't think I'm stealing. We are reacting to his content. I will try to do my best to make as much commentary as possible, but I also don't want to interrupt when there are good points being made. So let's get to it.
The quickest ways to make money in 2025. Now, it's definitely between debits and CCs. Logs are a little bit burnt and they're pretty hard to use in 2025. Overall, in my opinion, debits are better because they're usually issued by banks and not private organizations like credit card companies. This isn't always the case, but most of the time CCs are going to be higher security in general and have things like VBV and region locking. Basically, what that means is that they may pull up a phone code and they may be locked to a specific region and not work outside of that region. A lot of debits, what you're going to find is that they link to things better and that they don't have as many security features.
Go directly to jail.
They are actually studying as actual courses on ways to take your money. Let's take a trip to Scammer University. What it look like, TV?
I am back. What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Varnell Hill.
Did you miss me?
Your very own spokesman for the Insidians. We're inside and we're comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
And I'm back with another one. And today, like y'all saw in the intro, we're going to take a trip to Scammer University. And for all the people out there that think it may be too much information and too much influence in this video for someone to scam, first off, my audience is way too old and way too wise to pick up and start doing any of these tactics. And I'm not cool to the young kids. Believe me, when the young kids hear what it look like TV and how much I talk about accountability and responsibility, the only thing they got to say to me is,
Shut your bitch ass up.
so they're not even here to see that I'm telling this to y'all. But anyway, you get into Scammer University and it kind of pops up on you because they don't give you Scammer University right away. It's like you slowly get invited. It usually starts off with just a couple of regular snapshots of them showing that it's an actual scheme out there that they're running on people.
While they doing this, I want to take a moment to This is how a lot of your people that you be talking about, they doing all this. So look, all right. I'm not getting into the women versus men conversation. I don't think there's a war. But this is why I think there is the looks of a war, because there are certain women who will look at what a man that is doing shit like this can do for their woman, and then start comparing that lifestyle to that of a 9 to 5 nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga out here literally stealing money from your grandmama now, and like you feel like he's better for you than a nigga that's doing his best to work a regular job, going to school, getting his degree, making sure everything is good for you. But because you met a nigga that scams and he can get you a G-Wagon in 5 seconds, now you all of a sudden don't value a man who chose not to do that out of integrity. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because some people know how to scam. Some people grew up in scamming families. Some people grew up around the whole enterprise of criminal activity. But they chose not to do it, even though all the people around them was getting to the bag. They had the money on, they had the fancy car, they had all the shit. But they chose not to do that out of the integrity of this hurts people. This is gonna stop this. This is help. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so I feel like those niggas deserve to have. Now I'm not one of them niggas. I did the wrong thing at some point in my life. I didn't always stand up for what I believe in. But there are some men out here that are doing that, and I think that they shouldn't have to sacrifice and give in. You know?
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
I noticed that's the way it starts. It starts subtle, just letting you know. And I don't think none of this is any type of conspiracy theory. I think it's just the way the algorithm works. And I put these videos together for y'all, so I'll download a couple of videos. In order for me to download them, I have to share them to myself. And just out of fairness, because I downloaded your video, I'm going to like and I'm going to subscribe. So I just then gave this content a whole bunch of engagement, and TikTok goes on engagement. So when I open up my phone the next day, now this scammer content has stepped up
Now
a
you
notch.
locked in.
3 things you need to get some bread: a site, a prepaid Visa, and some Giffies. That's it. That's it. Everything don't gotta be illegal. You feel me? That's what y'all gotta stop doing. That thing, every time a nigga posts about something, it's illegal. You making it illegal.
Look who knows so much, huh?
You could really run it up easily.
Wait, what? He said, like, we making it illegal by saying shit about it? It's not illegal to do the illegal. I heard about the gift cards. I don't know too much about what's going on, but I heard niggas be out here with the gift cards.
What you really need is a fire site, a fire ass site, a good site, a good BIN number, and a non-reason locked debit card. If you got those 3, hey, you can run some shit up. Trying to tell you. And if you're trying to run something up, just tap in with it. For sure.
Is that legal?
After liking a couple of videos, you'll land in that sweet spot of the whole scammer situation. And to me, this is the best spot in the scammer situation. Because if you ask me, 95% of those guys that's talking that tap in, link in the bio stuff, they scamming. So a lot of times you see these large stacks of money, it's real, but they didn't touch anybody's credit card at all. All they did was sell people a dream.
Now, step number 2 is learn how to swipe by using a certain software. I do not mean clones. What I mean is it's a certain software that I will give you. I will provide it. Now, if you want to buy the tutorial on buying your cards, I will also throw in the deal with the software, and they all come with the tutorial, so you'll be good with no matter what you want to do. So let's get back into it. What the software is going to do is it's going to help you with your swipe.
Y'all doing this shit on TikTok. Just out in the open. It's not like a private page or nothing. Y'all not doing this to a Discord server. Nothing like that. It's on your private, your personal, like public TikTok page. Okay. All right.
Now, what is on this software exactly?
Now, this software is going to allow you to plug in user agents and proxies at the same time. So you're going to be able to be in the same state as that person with their user agent, which is what's unique to every.
These niggas are the feds. That's why they can do this shit so freely. There's no way. There's no way. That's okay. Now it makes sense. Cause I've been looking at a lot of these shit. There's a lot of shit on Facebook. A lot of motherfuckers. These are like very obvious, like, entrapment. You know what I'm saying? This niggas just pretending to be like, hey man, I'm selling all the drugs. You should come sell drugs with me. We don't never get caught by the police. How are you saying this publicly? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of niggas that was listening to Young Thug music, they thought that nigga was never gonna go to jail because he was rapping about how he was doing all the shit, he was plugged in with the maves and shit. There's a lot of y'all niggas out here doing that shit now, thinking. That's all I'm saying. Y'all on the internet.
Person's device, so it will look like you're actually making a purchase from that person's phone. So I highly, highly, highly always recommend that.
They out here scamming the scammers. So I appreciate this part of the whole scammer situation where they're just scamming each other and it's just one cesspool of them scamming each other and nobody's being hurt.
You filthy criminals.
But like I said, that's 95% of them. If you like and you share enough of these videos, you'll start landing on people that's really talking that talk.
Method in 2025.
Have you ever wondered if you could make money with a drone? I mean, real money, like replace your job?
2025. Now, what you need to do this is either a medium or a high balance debit card that links to apps like PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. It also has to be non-VBV so that it doesn't pull up a phone code. Now, once you have this, if you have a specific cash out method that allows you to stay safe while cashing out those funds and breaking other people off a cut, then you would use that. Now, if you don't necessarily have these things, you can hit up a vendor like me that already does this and we can help you. Now, that being said, y'all, I'm Real Saucy Sai, and I'm out.
3 websites that's green with CCs. In this video, I'm going to give y'all 3 websites that I always use to double my...
Wearing a ski mask is not helping y'all. Just because you put on a ski mask and hop on the internet don't mean people still can't find you. I want y'all to understand these things. If you thought that just because you put a ski mask on your face that you was just safe from all people finding you and finding who you are and police being able to track you, moment of silence for your dumb ass. It's a helpful thing for like people around like regular normie motherfuckers. But if you get to the level where you scamming hella much and you on the FBI radar, that ski mask not helping you, bro. They gonna figure out where you bought it from and find type shit. So
Number 1 is Amazon. Amazon will always be green as long as you know what you're doing. You're going to need an Amazon account that's been aged with recent transactions. The orders have to be within 30 days. From there, you want to get you a non-VVV bin. From there, you're going to add your card to the Amazon account. Then we're going to let it sit for about 2 or 3 hours. After that, place your order. After you place your order, close the app and do not open it.
For orders over 600, you want to make sure the account is aged over a year. After about 3 orders, switch accounts. If your order starts to decline, that means your device is banned. Number 2 is DraftKings. This method is a little different from the prize picks. Once again, you're going to need you one of those enrolls.
Enrolls. In the last video, I told y'all I'm going to tell y'all about enrolls. Today's that day, my nigga. Enroll is short for enrollable credit card. An enrolled credit card is a credit card you use to see the balance on your credit card. You can also lock the credit card, see transactions, sometimes even link them to Apple Pay. There's multiple services that offer these enrolls. One of them is digital card savers. Another one is card valet. People use enrolls because it makes it easier to know what you're working with, because you can see how much balance is on the card.
When you link it to DraftKings, it's going to send you 2 mini trial deposits. Verify those deposits and link your card. After that, you want to load about $400 onto the account. After that, you want to gamble all the profit. After you double your profit, go for the withdrawal. You should see your payout in about 1 or 2 days. Number 3 is unlock. Unlock
this nigga said gamble all the profit. I know that's probably the best way to get it without triggering some shit. But what if you're not good at gambling and you lose? Now you're gonna go to jail for scamming because they still gonna find your ass. Then you still lost all the money, or you don't have the money from scamming anyway. So you just scammed for no reason because you still go to jail for the scam, but you don't have none of the money that can benefit you in the scam getaway. This nigga funny, bro.
The app where you can sell photos for profit. You want to get someone over 18, have them open an unlocked account. From there, you want to take about 3 photos. List those photos at $5 a pop. From there, you want to buy those photos with your own money. This creates account history. Do this about 3 times. After you do this 3 times, you want to grab you a non-VVV bin. List 3 more photos for about $100 each. After you do that, use your CC and buy those photos. Get your bank opened up and link the account for the payout. If you did this right, you should see your payout in about 3 to 5 business days.
If you're still stuck and don't know where to start, I'm going to be giving out help in the Discord. Join the Discord that's linked in the bio. The chat room busting right now. I gave out 2 beginner CC sites. So join the Discord and get right. I'm out.
You know what? I'm gonna call the police.
So are they charging niggas to get onto these Discord servers? Because that might be the scam right there, which can't be tracked as much. So they getting on here pretending like they scammers for real, and they getting y'all. So it's one of two things. It's either they feds, and these are all sting operations, and this is entrapment, or these niggas are scammers, but they not actually doing what they saying they doing online, because there's no way you'll be that stupid. So they getting online and come and like saying that they do all these scams. They might be doing both. They might be feds that's actually doing scams too, because they are working with the feds doing the sting operations. But in the midst of the sting operation, now they're like, all right, since we already got these niggas that desperately want to become scammers, let's start a course for the scammers in the Discord server so we can give them the shit. And then that way we got a trail of all the niggas that we can lock up. Plus we got the money that we can put up to the side just in case we get fucked up. And they, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, police don't really trust police too much. Because even they know how much they be fucking up. So they be like, let me get a contingency plan. Let me, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm saying too much. Maybe this is actually happening. I don't know. Let me shut the fuck up.
My man just literally sat on here and taught people how to wash money.
That can't be legal.
And I'm pretty sure the government officials are listening. So I'm pretty sure every one of those tactics that he used is hot right now. Once again, I do not understand why these guys get online and just freely give this information out to anybody. And like I said, this is just surface level information. And I'm about to show y'all how this is surface level information. Because once you pass that part, then you get to Scammer University, where people are actually having courses. And it's an actual community, the same way we're a community over here, what it look like TV, and where the Insidians and we're sharing information back and forth. Scammers have an actual worldwide community where they're teaching each other the tips and the tricks, and they're sharing trade secrets and so forth and so on. This is where it gets scary.
Hey, so what's good, y'all? My name is Proxy Sales, bro, and today we're back with another video, so let's get it. Okay, so what I'm gonna teach y'all today, bro, is I'm gonna teach y'all how to find these CCs with these high balances, bro, because I'm tired of y'all buying dead cards out here, man. Y'all coming to me and y'all be like, bro, I got a dead card, bro. We ending that today. It depends if I'm gonna be able to cover this site or not, you feel me? So if I can't cover it, y'all can have it for free, you feel me? But I'm gonna try to cover it. So let's get into it. So look, we got a few things right here. Now, what I normally do is I go for just like standard cards, you feel me? Because they're the lowest security. They're the best thing you can do, bro. They're standard, you feel me? Low security. If you can get them close to you or in your state, that's even better, because then you ain't even got to turn off your Wi-Fi, bro. If they're close to you, you can hit with your Wi-Fi on, man. So look, we got the JP Morgans, we got the Wells Fargos, we got the Bank of Americas. We don't really want those, bro, because even though they're standard cards, they are high security. Don't get me wrong. Bank of America and Chase, they got good cards. So does Wells, bro. They got good cards. But if you're just somebody that's not wanting to go through all the hassle, everything, bro, I definitely recommend looking at your banks. So look, and then we got Green Bank. What is Green Bank? Do you know Green Bank? Because I don't know Green Bank. So I think I'd buy Green Bank, because I ain't heard of them being a multi-trillion-dollar corporation. So those are the ones that I would want to buy, because like what they are is they're low security bank. Because I've never heard of Green Bank. Have you ever heard of them, bro? Because I know I have. That
Now, just because you ain't never heard of something don't mean it's weak or low security. Now, I want y'all to get this out your brain. Have a lot of y'all ever heard of BlackRock? All right. Look up BlackRock when you leave here. It's not one of the most popular in the in the fucking views and shit. And everybody don't know about BlackRock. But BlackRock own a lot of motherfucking shit. So I wouldn't just go based off of this, but I guess I wouldn't go based off of nothing, by the way. I don't condone scamming. I don't think I said that yet in this video, so I want y'all to know that. Right? Don't do this. Don't do it.
Be the one that I would personally choose to swipe with is the one that I know the least about, because I know that it's probably gonna be a really low security bank because I don't hear about them. So those are always the ones you want to buy, are the banks that you don't really hear about. Now, another thing that you are gonna want to do is you're gonna want to make sure that you're going for like the richer cities that you know of. You know, like right now I got it set to Texas, so that means I'm gonna want to go to like Dallas and Houston. That's what I'm gonna set my city as. So right here, let's see what Houston got. Got some BOAs. They get a Pfizer. That's a wonderful bank. Not that I'm giving out any banks or anything, but I would definitely buy Pfizer. I would also definitely buy Wood Forest. Me personally, I would buy that. Just mentioning that, by the way. Stay away from the BOAs, get more Pfizers and more Wood Forest cars, because those are the low security ones. Like Pfizer, that is a great car. And now you may be wondering, well, Proxy.
Well, if you make a video, this if they are low security, right? Let's say I'm wrong, and they are the lowest security banks ever in the whole world. Do you not know that making videos about how low a motherfucking security is will not make that bitch go make it stronger? Like, if I ever seen, like, do y'all know? Alright, so people been following me for a long time, right? They know I do music, they know I do a lot of different things. But over the years, I have gotten better at some things, and I've got more reserved at other things. I got more secretive at certain things, something like that. Do you know why? Because motherfuckers be out here saying shit like this. That I'll be having myself, I'll be doing everything, everything's all set up. I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna do everything, I'm working with people. Then I hear somebody like, yeah, that nigga ain't even got none of this. He can't even do this, and he can't even do that. And then I'll be like, oh, so that's what they saying about me out here. So then I go and learn how to do that shit. And then they be mad, like, how you learn how to do it? Because now I'm making them look stupid, because that's the only thing they can say that was bad about me is the fact I didn't know how to do something that now I do. So, do y'all not think I'm even a nigga with a bank? Like, I'm not even a nigga with a bank. I don't have no money. These niggas got banks. They not the high security $1 trillion banks. But if a nigga got a bank, he not broke. I just wanted to know that. So if anybody from that corporation heard this or seen this video at any point, your plan is fucked up, because they are now enhancing security at all points of access, nigga. Because you thought we was playing, you thought we was a low security. You guys out here looking weak as fuck. Do you know we got to get partnerships and shit, nigga? Now we have to make it better, because we going to lose our damn funding.
How do I know if the balance is good? I'm gonna show y'all that right now. Now, here's the thing. If your site includes validity of the vendors, like these say 90%, always what I do is I get a refundable card and a non-refundable card, because I know then I could get another CC if one just happens to be dead. So I ain't really got to worry about taking a loss or anything. So it's perfect. So that is one thing I always recommend, is always buy 2 CCs, one being refundable and one being non-refundable. Now, look, this site doesn't have it, but a lot of sites have it to where when you add it to your cart, you will see the full zip code. So when you get the full zip code, I'm going to show you what you want to do. So look, all I did was I went to Google and I typed in the zip code, and here's what popped up. So we have Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas has an average income of $46,000 to $61,000. Now, what I normally do is when I look up a zip code, I see which cities have the highest one. So we have here with Harris County at $104,000. So I would look for a card in Harris County instead of Houston. So I would try to do that first before checking out the other CC, because you never want a card with a lower average income than $55,000. That is what I always aim for. Even this is 61, I feel like we could go higher. Now then, let's say I have a card with this zip code. I didn't get to show the zip code, but we have Pemberton Township. I guess that's how you say, you feel me? The average income is $76,000. So right then, I would go and I would look for a Harris County card. If I can't find it, I would buy the New Jersey card, because they have more money, their card is low security, and their bank is unknown. And that's how you find the high balance CCs, bro. So if y'all enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe and like. And I've been Proxy Sales. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye. Y'all really thought I was finna end the video without giving y'all some bins? Gee, here's some free bins if you watch to the end of the video. I've been Proxy Sales. I'll see you guys in my Telegram. Bye-bye.
If your credit card starts with them first 6 numbers, that means your credit card is in that bin. That bin is hot. You need to get your number switched immediately. And he also put us on the game about how they're picking these banks. You know where you bank at. If you bank at somewhere that he mentioned or somewhere like where he mentioned, you need to take appropriate steps to make sure. And he also put, if your credit card starts with them first 6 numbers, that means
Oh. Okay. I thought I was supposed
your
to be
credit
fucked
card
up,
is
man.
in that bin, and that bin is hot. You
So that's
need to
why we
get your
do this too,
numbers
to protect
switched
ourselves
immediately.
now.
And
We
he
not with
also
them,
put
but we
us
don't
on the
want to get to
game
be a
about how
victim
they're picking
either.
these
You know what I
banks.
mean?
You know where you bank at. If you bank at somewhere that he mentioned or somewhere like where he mentioned, you need to take appropriate steps to make sure your money is safe.
The quickest ways to make money in 2025. Now, it's definitely between debits and CCs. Logs are a little bit burnt, and they're pretty hard to use in 2025.
Tax lien investing. Ever heard of it? You can start with less than $100 and you can get access.
Burnt, and they're pretty hard to use in 2025.
Yo, I don't see mad niggas like talking about the waves that been green for them. Like Visa prepaid wave and everything that they've been messing with has been green. You know, one thing I haven't heard people been talking about that's been green, they've been eating off, that I've been eating off and doing for them since the beginning? Logs, log accounts. And not just any logs either, bro. I'm talking about the DoorDash, Grubhub, Venmo, PayPal, Sears, Macy's, AMC movie stubs, Regal Cinemas, or the holy grail of them all, Marriott Bonvoy. Niggas don't know about the Marriotts. Logs will forever hold a special place in my heart. They may not always smack, but the sites I use, it's a 7 out of 10 chance of smacking most majority of the time for me. If you don't have any logs, I just hit me. We go work. Put them people on. Link gonna be in the bio of my Telegram.
Overall, in my opinion, debits are better because they're usually issued by banks and not private organizations like credit card companies. This isn't always the case, but most of the time CCs are going to be higher security in general and have things like VBV and region locking. Basically what that means is that they may pull up a phone code and they may be locked to a specific region and not work outside of that region. A lot of debits, what you're going to find is that they link to things better and that they don't have as many security features. Great if you're trying to cash out and make money quickly because that means they'll link to apps easier, they're easier to use online and buy things and do a whole number of things with. It's a sad reality that the bank just doesn't care as much about it when it's your money and it's FDIC insured versus a credit card company doesn't really like to lose out on credit that they extend to you.
Message!
Overall, this is probably part of the reason why you've been hitting a lot of declines with your CCs and you haven't had much success as well. Moving into how I actually cash out debits and make money with them, I usually just look for non-VBV and non-region locked debits with a high balance. Basically what that means is they won't pull up any phone code, and on top of that, they'll be very easy to use in any region around the US or Mexico. This is great because when you go to link them to an app, you really want to be able to have it link immediately and you want the balance to be able to be cleared. So you don't want limits to pop up, you don't want single transaction limits, and you just want it to be a seamless process. In general, once I have a debit linked to the app that I'm trying to cash out into, I'll just start adding to the cash balance. Now, it all depends on whether this is a medium or a high balance debit, but overall you can make anywhere from 1 to 10K per time, and even more if it's somebody that's well off and has a lot in their balance. Now, that being said, if I'm doing a cut for somebody else where I send them a cut of my work, I'll take my cut and then send their cut where they want it sent. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep all the money added to the cash balance for myself and use some tricks to close down the card and keep all of it. That being said, y'all, it's not quite as simple as I make it out to be, but overall it's a really simple process, and if you lock in with a great vendor like me or somebody else, you're going to be making a ton of money.
Today, I'm going to be teaching y'all about how to make money with bank logs. It's not very hard. You just have to know what to do. If you don't know what you're doing, it's just not going to work, bro. You're going to get all your...
Any kind of scam. I don't think I stopped enough. And it looked like I was trying to like be engaged. But any kind of scam to where you have to connect anything to yourself, you're going to get caught. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get caught with all the scams. I know there are people who are career criminals who get away with shit, been getting away with shit for life. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about them niggas. They are smarter than this. This is dumb. Please don't do this. For you to be able to access the money, it got to be attached to you somehow. And if it's not attached to you and you're going to access money that's not attached to you, at some point, somebody's going to be like, hey, that don't belong to you. Then you're going to be like, they're just being racist, isn't it? But they not, because that don't really belong to you. And now you have to prove that it does, and it doesn't. And then you got us looking back because we was fighting for you. We was really like, you know what I'm saying? He upstairs dude. He work at Jimmy John's. He got his own money. and then you don't because you was still, you know what I'm saying? And so you just make the narrative keep going bad. Because there's people out here that don't like racist narratives. We don't like the stereotypical shit. So we always out here. It's like, nah, man. He probably just wearing a ski mask because his face cold. You know what I'm saying? He got a gun to protect himself because the Ku Klux Klan was coming to his house every night. We be trying, but then y'all go out here and be like, no, we keep a strap because I want to. I love strapped up. I love being strapped. I shoot one of my niggas in the face just because it's fun. And now I look stupid because I was fighting for y'all. I was saying that y'all wasn't out here doing that shit. I was trying to make it seem like we was cool. And not everybody was out here on that type of time. But then y'all go on the internet and be like, if you ain't on this type of time, you ain't a real nigga. So now we gotta be fake. Okay, I'm just saying what y'all, you need to understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Just cause I don't be in the hood don't mean I don't know what's good.
Shit denied. You're not gonna log into the account right. It's gonna ban that shit, and your account get locked. Yeah, you feel me? You don't want to go through all that shit. So I would advise you to learn how to do bank logs. Learn all the information you can about it. Do whatever research you have to. But if you want to learn fast, I already have my own pre-made methods. Just message me on Telegram to learn that shit. Because if you don't know what the you're doing, that shit not gonna work. Even if you have the magic bank log with millions of dollars in that shit, you can't do nothing with it if you just log into the account. If somebody had your account back and they logged into that shit, they wouldn't know how to send out money. Zelle sometimes don't work. You can send, like, all these people will tell you, oh, just go in, do bill pay, do Zelle.
That's the scary part. They are out here teaching this stuff. It's a lot of people, the people that actually have the knowledge, they're smart enough to realize, because they actually are smart people, they're smart enough to realize that it's way more beneficial to me to teach other people how to do this and never touch a credit card ever. So they out here beating the system hand over fist. And when I tell you that they are sharing ideas, they are sharing ideas left and right.
First wave that's constantly hitting is ticket reselling. Ticket reselling will always be hidden because the tickets are non-refundable. Once you grab your numbers and punch the tickets and they get in your account, it's free pay from there. You want to get you one of those non-VVV bands that I was talking about in the last video? And get on Ticketmaster. Once you get your tickets, sell them online for double profit. Number 2 is NFC. You want to find you somebody with a square or stripe NFC scanner. Get you a non-VVV band.
This nigga he just snitched so hard. You know, y'all ever seen, like, you wanted to go to a concert and they was like, the tickets would be going up in 5 minutes, everybody would get a chance to get a ticket type shit. You know what I mean? Then you go to the site within 5 minutes and literally all the tickets are gone. Then you see that they're being resold for double the triple, quadruple the motherfucking price. And you're like, who would do something like this? Why? Now I understand you gotta get your money. Ticket resale is a thing. But who has the money to just buy all the tickets just to resell them back? And it seemed like some a petty ass scammer would do. Like a regular nigga, okay, I might buy like 50 of the tickets, get my money, sell them back. You know what I mean? I got my money, everybody gets to enjoy the show a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? I didn't take too much away from the art. But for you to buy all the tickets, nigga, you gotta not give a fuck about nobody but yourself. That's a pretty selfish ass thing.
And link it to Apple Pay. From there, you want to use their POS scanner and tap the funds through Apple Pay. Grab you an enrollable card so you can see the balance. Leave a comment and ask me what you want me to cover in the next video.
It's literally the wild, wild west out here when it comes to you protecting all your digital assets or anything that could be accessed digitally. It's really going to be up to you. It's really going to be up to us to be vigilant and try to stay ahead of these guys. Because like I said, while we're just normal people and we live in everyday lives, they are out here actively studying and pursuing. And another thing that's very important that a lot of us old heads gotta realize, we gotta realize this because we just can't get over this one factor in our mind. We think that these cameras are there for actual safety, protection, and catch criminals. And these cameras are not there for that. And the younger generation knows that. And the younger generation does not fear these cameras at all.
Yo, I know you've been seeing all the news about the crazy stuff these celebrities are doing at those parties with the baby oil.
I told y'all before about when they hacked my credit card, they used it at the ATM in CVS. It has to be 1 million cameras in CVS and 1 million cameras on the way into CVS. The police didn't want to check the cameras. I called the store manager didn't want to check the cameras. Nobody cared. The bank just gave the money back. If they're not going to pursue these people and drop their hammer on them, there's nothing that we could do but try to be safe. Yeah, college enrollment is down, but education and learning is up. Don't ever let them don't let them fool you with that one. Yeah, a lot of people ain't going to college no more. That's because they could just get on YouTube or get on the internet and learn whatever they want to learn, good or bad now. So that was just a little trip to Scamming University, y'all. I ended up there by mistake. I liked and I shared too many of the darn scammer videos. Now, some of the stuff that's coming across my timeline, I didn't even want to put in this video. This is all the surface level stuff where they're just talking to talk. A little bit I threw in there, but there's some people on there and there's some actual real lives that you can join in communities out there that's really vibrant and robust. And they up to no good, y'all. But if you was paying attention like I was paying attention while they was teaching, I was learning a whole bunch of tips and tricks on ways to protect myself from them. I think that's another important reason why to share some of their videos, because they was telling on themselves. They always telling themselves.
I said you talk too much. Oh boy, you never shut up.
Now we got 3 bins that we know are hot that we could spread the word about and get it out to people that, yo, switch up. So anyway, man, hit me up in the comments section. Let me know how you feel about everything you just witnessed.
Tell me how you felt about what just happened there.
And if you done made it to this point in the video, you are my MVP.
It was a stone groove, my man.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, man. Once again, my name is Still Khalil. Shout out to all the Khalillionaires who made it this far to the end of the video, bro. Y'all are the MVPs of my channel. What it look like TV, bro? Go follow him. Like, share, subscribe. All his content, man. He's a really great dude. I enjoy watching a lot of his content. I never reacted to a video yet, I don't think. But I watch so much of his content on the go and shit. So, yeah. Go like him, subscribe, all that shit, bro. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all rocking with me again. This is my reaction channel. If you want to see my original content, I have more, way more content coming out. My company, Brainhead Big, we got some shit coming, right? I'm a CEO of a record label called Brainhead Big, but we also do media things. We don't know what we want to be called. We're not trying to put a label on it right now, but we out here just making moves and doing things, okay? So if you are an actor, a singer, songwriter, a producer, whatever, man, and you looking for a group to type in with, because you ain't got a crew type shit, bring your ass down to death row. You know what I mean? No, I'm just playing. We ain't death row. I heard about Suge doing a lot of things I don't condone. Okay? Allegedly. I love y'all. Peace.